apply pressure from every angle, you feel me? Yeah, you know, attack move. Never fold, man. Nah, never fold, never quit, yeah. Keep going, like, yeah.
Now they gotta feel me, yeah. Now they gotta feel me, yeah. Now they finna feel me. I try to keep it cool, but niggas always act a fool. So now they gotta feel me, yeah. Now they gotta feel me, yeah. Now they finna feel me. I try to keep it cool, but niggas always act a fool. So now they gotta,
yeah, I smoke that dang. Tryna get M's in the bank, fuck what they think. Knock a nigga whole mouth out. Come sign me, top break, throw hands like Tank. Knocking out the park like Hank. I've been doing them planks, what you got on my drink? I've been trying to keep my sane. Humanity so lame, fuck you and your gang. Speaking on the dead man's name.
Roll Tide, roll, roll Tide, roll. Finna go ahead, dive right into it. Another live. This will be a much shorter live tonight. Probably go to about 8 o'clock. Yeah, probably go to about 8 o'clock. So I'm going to go ahead, dive right into it. Boom. The state of Alabama. Football part 5. I'm pretty much going to get into some recruiting news. You know, recruiting is big right now. It's big right now. That's going to pretty much be the talk about my football in general. Recruiting, the biggest aspect of it, correct? So let me go ahead and dive right in. First up, we got tight end in the 2027 class. Tight end Michael Buife discusses visit plans to Alabama. They're very high on me. You know, Bama bringing in, recruiting a lot of talent. Let's see how it continues. Let's see how much they can really do as far as recruiting goes. But like I always say and reiterate, Kalen DeBoer has done a great job so far just in recruiting, hitting all angles of the map, all of the above. Let's dive right in. 2027 tight end Michael Buife made a public announcement late last week that he would be taking an official visit to Alabama this summer from June 5th to the 7th. He's been developing a close relationship with Crimson Tide staff the past few months, dating back to his campus visit for the Oklahoma game last season on November 15th. Yeah, here we got him pretty much making it clear about his plans to visit Bama, making the visit official. I will be taking my official visit to the University of Alabama on June 5th through the 7th. Let's dive right in. I would definitely say the constant connection I got with the coaching staff there, especially Coach Ellis. Me coming to the game and meeting all of the coaches, talking with them firsthand. And Buife told Bama Online that played a pivotal part in me wanting to take my official visit to Bama coming up. Brian Ellis was the coach and Buife was closest to on staff, but his role has changed going into next season after serving as the team's tight ends coach the past 2 seasons. He's now transitioning to be the quarterback's coach. This change, however, hasn't affected his relationship or pursuit of Ene Buife as a recruit. He made it clear that even if he's not coaching the tight ends, that he still wants me as a recruit. Ene Buife said he still wants me here. He made sure that everything was still good. And shout out to Coach Ellis for doing that, basically showing true commitment to this player here. Since Ellis' transition, Alabama made a new hire in Richard Owens as its new tight ends coach. He's made contact with Ene Buife recently and begun to lay the groundwork of that relationship. We were on the phone. He called me shortly after I made it public that I was taking my official visit. Ene Buife said, we were on the phone for a while, very intrigued about him. On the phone, he sounds like a great guy. I'm really excited to meet him in the spring in person and the rest of the staff. Ene Buife measures in at 6'5", 250 pounds, and hails from Baltimore. Shout out Baltimore, Maryland. But 6'5", 250, pretty big dude. Could be a real dog on that field. He's currently unranked by Rivals industry rankings, but has a versatile skill set that the Alabama staff is a fan of. And like I always say, don't get caught up in rankings and players being ranked or unranked. 5-star, 4-star, 3-star. Course the is, homie. Can the dude play football? Period. Hands down, man down. Very similar to the PFF rankings in the NFL, right? People get caught up in the rankings half the time. Matter of fact, most of the time, people who doing the rankings and inserting the numbers and inserting the data, right? They don't even watch the games, homie, for real. So don't get caught up in the numbers. If you can get caught up in the eye test. Let's see here. They love my competitiveness, especially in the run game. In a Buife said. So obviously he's a good run blocker, which is a benefit, a plus for Bama. I feel like with a lot of tight ends nowadays, it's hard to find somebody who is consistently good at both blocking and catching the ball. All facts, no cap. They're really big on that, and they like pieces of that room from my game. They think that's really what they need in a tight end room. And this dude here could be a diamond in the rough. He plays for St. Francis Academy in Baltimore, the former school of 5-star Crimson Tide signee Jare Edwards. Edwards has enrolled and joined the Alabama program, currently going through off-season training in preparation for his freshman season. And watch out for Jare Edwards as well. Definitely could make some noise his freshman year. He's also made an effort to recruit his old teammate to come play with him again. We talk a lot, N.A. Buife said. It's nice having a guy on the inside telling you how things are going from a first-hand perspective. We talked pretty recently, earlier this week, about me coming down there. Even when he committed last June, we talked about it a ton. Him telling me I should be the next one to come over there and be teammates with him again. We talk all the time. So that's pretty cool. Their relationship is close, the brotherhood they have. And I'm sure we'll go a long way in which school N.A. Buife commits to. Hopefully it's Bama, baby. Roll Tide. In addition to his official visit in June, N.A. Buife wants to make it on campus for a spring visit as well. He doesn't have an exact date yet, but told BOL his target is late March of early April. He also has a scheduled visit to Syracuse and is looking at Maryland for an OV as well. A lot of grammatical errors in this article, heavy. Don't know if they were rushing or what, but yeah, man, clean it up, get it corrected early. Roll Tide. I'm looking forward to sitting down with Coach Owens face to face, N.A. Buife said, being able to talk more football with him, figure out more about him as a coach, also reconnect with the rest of the coaching staff and see if it's the right decision to make. They're very high contenders, to say the least. It's a great program. I'm very big on. If you want to be the best, you got to beat the best. Bama is notorious for doing that. I know if I do make the decision of going there, I'll be very set, not just for college, but for the next level too. They're very high on me as a recruit. So Bama pretty much already in the door for him, pretty much ahead of the game when we're talking recruiting and the possibility of him committing. Yeah, the fact they're highly on him, like they like him a lot. They want him in a building. They're scouting him heavy. Says a lot about Bama and him being a potential commit. Just got to see what happens. They say Syracuse. He's going to visit Syracuse, but if you got to pick Syracuse or Bama, homie, I mean, no disrespect to Syracuse, but totally different atmosphere, totally different programs, totally different levels, right? The separation is evident, but you know that's how it goes sometimes. See here, man. Andre in the building. What up, big dog? My dog Andre in the building. What up, bro? Roll Tide, dog. Heavy. Yeah, man. Shout out my dog Dre in the building, homie. Yeah. Next article up. Alabama commitment, Colt Lumpris. I've spoke on Colt Lumpris before. Details call with new position coach. Sets more official visits. Colt Lumpris, a 4-star tight end, and another tight end in the building, in the room, potentially commit. A 4-star tight end from Lawrenceville School in Trenton, New Jersey. Shout out Jersey. Has one of the busier athletic schedules for someone who will focus on one sport at the next level. Lumpers committed to Alabama in December. Also, he's already an early commit. Respect. But it will have been more than a year since his last trip to Tuscaloosa before he returns to campus. Lumpers visited Tuscaloosa on March 7, 2025. He was offered a scholarship during the visit. The number 16 tight end was confident and ready to make a decision at the conclusion of his junior season, despite only one trip to Alabama several months prior. He recently scheduled an official visit for May 29th through the 31st. It is currently the only return date on the books, but he hopes to attend a spring practice. Other summer visit dates are also confirmed. Texas A&M, June 12th through the 14th, and Penn State, June 18th through the 20th. Lumpers is considering trips to Florida, Michigan, Rutgers, and UCLA. So he is a hot commodity, definitely highly recruited throughout the nation. So it will be a true battle. But the fact he is already committed, will he decommit? We shall see. But as far as him staying committed, I think Batman is in a good spot right now for retaining him. Alabama head coach Kalen DeBoer and outside linebackers coach Christian Robinson visited Lumpers during the contact period in late January. He spoke in depth with BOL earlier this month following the visit, while also discussing the reasons for his early decision. Make sure my details are straight here, man. Hold up, bro. Okay, we good. Good, we good. Give me 1 second. When I was down there, I felt just like the culture was just different. Lumpers recalled culture to me is kind of what I want to associate myself with, and that word culture is very important. We know the culture at Bama. We know the culture that Kalen DeBoer is rebuilding, doing it his way, so to say. It is the DeBoer, the K Dog era. Ain't no denying that. Going into year three, we're going to see what this culture is really about this year, period, dog. No ifs, ands, buts about it, period. No cap. It was huge in my consideration when I was talking with my parents. I talked to my dad one night for like 5 hours, just talking about college football and where I fit the best. He liked Alabama in his opinion. I kind of agreed with him. We then wrote pros and cons of each school. Alabama just felt like the best fit for me as a player and as a student. Let's check out some of his I guess these are highlights here. Let me make sure. Oh yeah, they rocking, they motherfucking rocking, baby. Roll Tide. Roll Tide full of pride. Delton in the building, Delton in the building, man. Roll Tide, roll Tide. Like I said, it's gonna be a shorter live, dog. Got some shit to do, so we're gonna break out after maybe try to reach the 30-minute mark, 40-minute mark max. Heavy. Who is this dude? Who is this dude? Jump Perk in the building. Shut up, nigga. I beat your ass. What, homeboy? That's how you coming? That's how you coming, Jump Perk? You don't even know me, dog. Huh? You want to beat my ass for what, homie? You don't even know it, dude. You hear me? Heavy. That's what you want? That's what you want? Guess what? I want to bust your mama from the back, nigga. Huh? Roll Tide, boy. Heavy. You hear me? Want to bust your mama from the back, crack her cheeks, and make her say roll tide, boy. Huh? You talking about, boy? You know who channel this is, boy? You know who territory you in, dog? Huh? I'm gonna say it again, repeat it again. I want to crack your mama from the back and make her ass say roll tide, your big fine ass mama. Go ahead, set it up, man. Heavy. Yeah, he talking about shut up, nigga. I beat your ass. You punk chump. I'll put you on your head top, make your head drop. Yeah, you hear me? Heavy. Roll tide, punk. Dre say, damn, we ranked 20th, 2027 class, Bama 19th. Hell no, Dre, I don't know what you reading, homie. Hey, Dre, hey, come on, Dre, with the erroneous information, my dog. Hey, Dre, hey, Dre coming in out of pocket, homie, for real. Now, last time I checked, Dre, Bama ranked 8th. You know, a few 4-star and 5-star signings. We right there. we right there with the number one ranking potentially. That's why they saying Bama has a chance to have the number one ranked recruiting class with all these 4 stars and 5 stars in the building. You know, yeah. I don't know who said that 20th and 19. Gotta recheck that, Dre. You hear me, dog? Heavy. Who this YouTube wankster? I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Dudes be saying anything, man. You know how I go, Dre, for real, homie. Yeah. You know what I mean? I don't know what's up with it, man. Yeah. I told him, though, I want to crack his mama from the back, make her cheeks clap. You know? I'm gonna check it out, Dre. I'm gonna check it out, Dre. Heavy, cause I don't know about that one round yonder, man. No cap. I feel like they lying and capping right there, Dre. For real. We gonna find out though. We gonna find out. I'm gonna check it out though. Shout out Dre in the build. Let's check out these highlights from Colt Lumpers. Another tight end once again. Another tight end in the mix. 4-star to be exact. Already a commitment as well. If you weren't tuned in when I spoke about that earlier, but he is already committed to the University of Alabama. Let's go ahead and break it down right quick, though. See what this is about here. Right here. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Hold up. Boom.
Everybody shoot suit. We can't be into it. Frank shoot shoot. I who all the gangsta young girl look up to. I who all the ops and robbers thought I'm trying to do it too. I who all the model gonna do it too. She put it on the head and twist her hands like the screws loose. You talk like you bulletproof. They know we the reason for the killer like vigilance. Keep it serious, they funny. He think he the big dog on his block. He got nothing. Last one got out of line. These guys got punched. Meanwhile, I'm thugging, pulling pounds out of luggage. Sold it in Kentucky, but I purchased it in number 74124 QP 1900.
Run that back one more again, man. For real. Hold up, man. Run that back one more again so y'all get the full gist of it. You hear me? No cap. Roll.
Everybody shoot suit. We can't be into it. Frank shoot shoot. I who all the gangsta young girl look up to. I who all the ops and robbers thought I'm trying to do it too. I who all the project and the model gonna do it too. She put it on the head and twist her hands like the screws loose. You talk like you bulletproof. They know we the reason for them candlelight vigilance. Can't be serious, they funny. He think he the big dog on his block. He got money. Last one got out of line. These guys got punched. Meanwhile, I'm thugging, pulling pounds out of luggage. Sold it in Kentucky, but I purchased it in number 74124 QP 1900.
Very athletic, very athletic. Definitely a receiving tight end. I ain't gonna cap. I'm liking the way that boy look on the field, though. For real. No cap. They'll say Bama about to put the smack down on the low. Real talk, Dell. You know what it is. Roll Tide full of pride. Roll Tide full of pride, dog. Yeah, you heard me? Heavy. Come on, Dre. Come on, Dre. And why you on Grub head top, Dre? Hey, why you on Grub head top, dog, huh? Come on, man. Yeah, bro. Come on now, Dre, doing my dog Grub dirty, man. Huh? You know, Dre? Grub gonna be all right, Dre. You hear me? Heavy, dog. Hey, don't you worry about Ryan Grub. You worry about October 17th, Dre. When we come to y'all building, get y'all that smackdown like Dale said. Give you that work, homie. And I'm gonna make sure I light my cigar on live, Dre. Huh? With you right there, dog. You hear me? Heavy. I'm gonna light my cigar on live while you mad as hell on live as well, homie. You hear me? Period, no cap, dog. And I'm gonna say roll tide. Yeah, man. We coming to Tennessee to handle that midnight. Huh? He said, love you though, Dale. Y'all dynasty is over. What? Hold on, man. Dre, what? Will there be any dynasties anymore? I mean, we're talking about the realm of college football, Dre. Will it be any more dynasties, homie? For real? I mean, what is a dynasty nowadays anyway? What, maybe 2 back-to-back national titles in 2 years or 2 national titles in 3 years, something like that? But what Bama did, what Saban did will never be done. Again, you're absolutely correct, homie. But watch out for the board, dog. Watch out for the K-Dog era. Yeah. Uh huh. Y'all know it's war between us when you do Bama Live. Hey, Dre, October 17th, Dre, make sure you on the live. Make sure you in the party, nigga. Because I'm on your head top making your head drop, dog. You know what I'm saying? After the game, respect. But you know how I get during the game, Dre. Early, man. Yeah. You know, heavy, bro. You know how the rivalry already go, man. It's on to the breaker dawn. Roll Tide. They talking about they acting like we supposed to be scared to go to Tennessee. Man, we been coming to Tennessee and handling that business, man. You know, it ain't nothing new, Dre. You know what it is, Dre. Know what I'm saying? I mean, what happened last time, homie, when we came to Tennessee? Homie, you know? He developed a strong relationship with Brian Ellis, who previously served as the tight ends coach before moving to the quarterback room last month. Alabama recently hired Richard Owens as the new position coach, which we already know. Lumpers connected with him shortly after the move from Louisville. Coach Owens reached out to me before his family moved down there, which shows the level of how much they still really like me and want me there. Lumper said. Coach Ellis was also in the room when we were on the phone. Coach Owens said that Coach Ellis has nothing but good things to say about me. He seemed like a great coach and he's going to put you to work, but also wants to have a relationship with you off the field. You know, coach player relationships, like I always say, bro, no matter what level you are at, that is the difference between a successful team or what? Average team, homie, good team, mediocre team. But coach and players' relationships are very important. It goes a long way as far as success, keeping players in the building, all of that, retaining your best players, all of that, homie, for real, no cap. You know? So that's just what it is, homie. Period. Great connection between coach and players is very important. It goes a long way. He seems like a great coach and he's going to put you to work. I just read that part. Hold on. Boom. The coaching change hasn't affected his commitment status. He was considering other visits regardless, especially given the attention from various schools. Lumpers is curious about how Coach Owens intends to use his strengths at the position. I feel pretty solid with Alabama. He said, I definitely want to get down there and talk with Coach Owens more and see how they are going to use me in the offense. And I hope Coach Owens is prepared and ready to just say the right things. Don't say too much, don't do too much, right? But just keep it natural, keep it normal. He signed, he committed to Bama for a reason. He committed early for a reason, right? Right. Period, dog. Ain't got to make it all complicated or none of that. Just keep putting that work in. Everyone kind of knows I'm not really a sit down blocking tight end. You can tell that by the highlight reel. You can tell that by his stature anyway. He's a great receiving tight end. That's what he needs to do. That's what he should do. Period. He could be a real weapon type X out there. I'm a more versatile receiving tight end, but I can also block. I haven't really looked into Coach Owens that much, but he was telling me how he loves the run game, but also the passing game side. I really just have to figure out what his plan is for me and go from there. hmm Lumpers went from football straight into basketball season. He completed his final game last Thursday and has shifted his focus to lacrosse. Oh, damn. So the boy played football, the boy played lacrosse and basketball. Can you say real athlete? Heavy. Early, man. For real. That lacrosse, that's very shocking. I wasn't expecting that, but shout out to him, period. There is hope for a visit to Alabama for spring practice and possibly a few other schools before the summer. It will depend on his match schedule, practices, and other obligations, which makes things quite challenging on the recruiting front. He is also likely to play AAU basketball later this spring with one of his best friends, whose father is the head coach. The 6'7", damn, the boy 6'7". That's all I need to know. That's all I need to hear, read, all that. 6'7", 235-pound athlete, bruh. Had 44 receptions for 812 yards and 8 touchdowns during the 25 season while lining up outside as his team's go-to option in the passing game. I mean, shit, by the time he make it to Bama, bro, he could be 6'8". I ain't know the boy was that tall for real and moving like that. Oh damn, we got a real player, a real highlight rim going on around yonder. Roll Tide. He wants to improve his physicality and technique as an inline blocker before arriving in college next spring. His school does not allow early graduation. That's bullshit. That's cap. I mean, why not? If the boy can graduate early, let him go. Let him leave. Let him get acclimated to the college game, college realm, all that. Not just like football, but school as well. But I'm glad he wants to gain more weight and become a better blocker. That's one thing, being 6'7", 235, kind of tall and lanky. But once he get to Bama, they're gonna put that weight on him, bro. I repeat, they're gonna put that weight on him, right? Good weight too. Real good weight, man. For real. Damn, bro, but 6'7", 235. I always say you can't coach size and you can't coach speed. He definitely got the size for real. Roll Tide. Oh yeah, man. Bro, heavy, man. Come on now, heavy, man. I like that a lot, dog. No cap. I play receiver, so I don't really get much of that inline blocking, but I want to work on it for college. He previously told BOL, I'm going to try to apply that over the summer with training. I'm going to try to figure out how I can get a few plays here and there where I go block on the inline next football season. See how long this highlight realm is for him right here, man. You know what I mean? Want to take up too much time with it. Gonna be a much shorter live, homie. Let me go to some more news we gotta cover. I get into the highlight room on the next run. Give me 1 second, man. Saban did. Y'all lost the last antenna key. Now that's facts, Dre. I give you that. I give you that. We did. We took that L. We took that L though. All good though. All good though. Eat that eat that cone, cuz he'll gain weight. Hey man, hey, eat them potatoes, eat them biscuits, man, eat them waffles, you hear me? Heavy. Eat that steak, man, mashed potatoes, macaroni, all that, greens, man, cornbread, turkey necks, all that, bro. Heavy, man, no cap. Chicken, fried chicken. Oh man. Hey, he can pretty much damn near eat whatever the hell he want, Dale. Tell that boy just eat, man. Get them protein shakes. Yeah, them milkshakes, all that, man. All he need to focus on is hitting that weight room and gaining weight. Good weight, though. Make sure it's the good kind of weight. He don't want to get sloppy with it, dog. For real. Very, very versatile tight end, though. No cap. I like that about him. And they say he play receiver as well. So that just shows you how good he could be potentially. A vertical threat at that. Then once you put him in the system, he learns the system. He gets comfortable in the system, homie. The college game slows down for him. Shit, sky's the limit. Matter of fact, there's no limit for that dude. Period. Roll Tide, full of pride. Roll Tide. Let's see what other news we got here. Give me 1 second, man. Go back to it. I might break down the safety position. I love Bama's secondary going into next year. Like I really do, bro. For real. Really love the secondary going into next year, man. No cap. Our secondary will set the standard. Now our trenches, our linebackers, they will be very solid as well. But I'm super excited about this secondary. The secondary could be one of the best we've ever seen in years. You know, heavy, a real spooky secondary. It could be a real just man. I'm talking about pressure on you, lockdown, sticking on them like white on rice, all that, baby, for real, no cap. What we got here, man, for real. Let's see what's up. Let's see what's up. Check out these safety. What time we got here? 7:50 right here. Bet probably be the last little segment. But yeah, we 30 in. We good. We got a good little 30 in. Get to the 40 more. Yeah, we good. Heavy. Tomorrow, for my Vikings fans in the building, right? Make sure you check me out live again tomorrow for the Vikings, homie. Heavy. Breaking down the whole combine type shit. Yeah. See what Kevin O'Connell had to say, which is probably nothing. But let's check this out real quick, man. Alabama's roster will look a lot different in 26. 40 players either ran out of eligibility, entered the NFL draft, or transfer portal. We already know that much of it. Now, we know as far as the secondary, we didn't really lose too much. You know, who's leaving? Deshaun Jones. He wasn't that great anyway. He got beat a lot. Cameron Howard. So, two guys who are very replaceable, period. Alabama loses two players at the safety position this offseason, one to graduation and one to the transfer portal. Jones joined the Crimson Tide during the summer of 24 and played in 26 games over the last 2 years. The Wake Forest transfer started 8 games as well, including 7 during his final season of eligibility. In 2025, he recorded 20 tackles, 2 pass breakups, and an interception that he returned for a touchdown from the Husky position. Mm. Jones missed a couple of games due to injuries. Howard enrolled to Alabama at the same time as Jones, but did not carve out a similar role. He only played in 2 games this past season after redshirting in 24 and elected to transfer to Boston College after the Tide's 2025 campaign. We get your ass out the building then, period, no cap, roll Tide. Now, as far as who is returning, we got a great group returning, homie. Bray Hubbard, Keon Sabb, 2 guys who could have both entered the draft, but they chose to come back. Respect to them. Zay Mincy, Red Morgan, Real Dog, Dre Kirkpatrick Jr. Like I always say about him, I love his physicality. The question about him, homie, can he stay out of trouble? Can he stay out the damn headlines? But expect him to be in the rotation heavy this year, for real. Ivan Taylor, boom. Hold on 1 second, man. Alabama welcomes back 6 safeties from last year's team, including 3 players with starting experience. Some of the best news that the Tide received after the season ended was that both Hubbard and Sabb were holding off on entering the NFL draft and returning for their senior years. They each started all 15 games last season and finished 3rd and 5th, respectively, on the team in tackles. Hubbard led UA in the SEC with 4 interceptions as well. Getting an experienced player back is big, but seeing both starting safeties return is huge for Alabama in 2026, not only from a production standpoint, but also for their leadership capabilities. 1 second, man. Hey, you said 8, right? Okay, all right. All right. Here we go. Standpoint, but also for their leadership capabilities. Another returning star is Morgan, who made 5 starts at the Husky position in his second year in the program. Morgan played in all 15 games and split the starts in the slot with Jones. Red Morgan, as far as his physicality and his tackling, hopefully he puts on some more weight this year. You know what I'm saying? Just fill out more his body. But dude's a real dog for real. You know what I'm saying? His scrappiness on the field, he continues to improve, and he a true head buster. Let's get it, man. Morgan played in all 15 games and split the starts in the slot with Jones, who can't return in 26. Morgan's return, which Alabama announced last month. The Tide has 5 starters returning in its secondary, making it arguably the strength of the team entering spring practice. Mincy also played some first team snaps as the third safety, giving the back end of the defense a lot of production, returning from the 25 group that helped Alabama rank number 9 nationally in passing defense, 169.9 yards per game after the season. Pretty solid secondary already as far as the stats from last year. And Mincy, another guy, he got his reps in, so he should be ready to rock and roll as well. You know, all these guys gain another year of experience in a system. I'm expecting big things from this secondary, period. Taylor also played in every game as a true freshman and even saw a few opportunities with the first unit as a rookie. He could be a player who sees his workload increase in year 2. The only returning player who did not play in all 15 games was Kirkpatrick, who was on his way to doing that, appearing in 8 games before suspension that sidelined him the rest of the season. Prime example, Kirkpatrick, homie. Just stay out of trouble, man. Just stay out of damn trouble, homie. Period. The physicality is there. The skill is there. His dad is an Alabama legend, Alabama alumni. And like I say, I expect to see him in a rotation a lot this year. Question is, can he keep his mind right and stay out of trouble and not crash the fuck out? Without a doubt, man. Yeah. Roll Tide. The Alabama legacy is back for his 3rd year in the program, and we'll see where things stand with him off the field, as a lot of this is out of the football coach's hands. But the Crimson Tide has a loaded safety group that looks to be in a good spot this season and beyond. All facts, no cap. True. Who's coming in? Jare Edwards. We know about Jare Edwards, young freshman. He could contribute as well early in his career. Rael Kelly. Alabama added 2 safeties to his roster this offseason, both from the high school ranks. Edwards is the 3rd highest ranked player in the Tide's 26 signing class and the nation's number 2 safety per the Rivals industry rankings. The 5-star prospect was a key contributor for National Power St. Francis Academy before enrolling early at Alabama. Kelly is a 3-star recruit at a Winton Woods High School in Cincinnati. Shout out Cincinnati, Ohio. The same school as linebacker Justin Hill. Hey, bro, and don't sleep on Justin Hill as well. Justin Hill gonna make a lot of noise this year. I mean, shit, he made a lot of noise as a freshman last year. Defense gonna be raw as hell. I repeat, defense gonna be raw as hell, man. For real. Roll Tide. At 6'3", he's another long defensive back for the Crimson Tide. Of the 2 newcomers, Edwards is most likely to make an immediate impact. We've seen defensive backs play a lot as freshmen for this coaching staff, and Edwards is a versatile defender who could continue to trend heavy. Roman Harper is going to love this guy. The board said of Edwards during the early signing period, physicality. He's got the skills out on the perimeter, but he will come down and he will hit you hard. And that's what we need, homie, for real. And he loves football. He is a phenomenal leader, teammate, and got his team playing in a national championship game here coming up. He loves it, and he plays in a great program there. Biggest pre-spring question. Who are the next men up at safety? Everyone can agree that Hubbard and Sabb are Alabama's top two safeties and will be on the field a lot again this fall, right? They played 816 and 821 defensive snaps, respectively, in 25, according to Pro Football Focus. And both could have turned pro, but chose to return for their senior campaigns. Yeah, a lot more was left. A lot was left on the table. A lot more work to do, man. Let's go win that damn natty. You hear me? Heavy. Neither came off the field much in 25, and that's likely to continue in 26. What we want to know is who is next up behind them, whether that be in a rotation like we see at every other position when the score gets out of hand, or for the 2027 season. Mincy was the number 3 safety last year, playing 218 defensive snaps and checking into games in dime looks with 6 defensive backs. He could continue to be the top option off the bench in his 3rd year in the program. Taylor is a young player the coaching staff is high on too, and he got some meaningful reps late in the year. 16 defensive snaps in the college football playoff. Yeah, we talk about the Oklahoma game, but we don't want to talk about the Indiana game, right? Right. Yeah. He could be a younger player who sees his role increase now that he has a year under his belt. And then there's Edwards, a 5-star freshman with a ton of potential as a new addition on defense. And don't be shocked, bro. I'm going to say it again, bro. Don't be shocked, surprised, none of that. All of the above. If that boy Jare Edwards gets a lot of time. He liked that, yeah. He really liked that, yeah. Shit, yeah. You know it. Come on now, man. You know it. Morgan and Kirkpatrick can both play in the slot and have eligibility remaining beyond the 26th season, but the safety spots will be up for grabs this time next year, similar to inside linebacker this past fall. Some of these young guys could benefit from first-team opportunities, but we will see Hubbard and Sabb get many breathers. But will we see Hubbard and Sabb get many breathers? I mean, shit, why not? If the talent is there, if these guys can step up and play their role and play it well, I mean, shit, why wouldn't you have a rotation just like Bama has at the linebacker position, right? The interior, the trenches position. Shit, if these dudes is ready to play and ready to motherfucking ball, put them in the game. I don't care if they're young, older, whatever, bro. Boom, put them in the damn game. But I'm very excited to see Jare Edwards and what he can do. I think he's gonna be a real dog. It's unlikely, especially with so many new starters in front of them at the first and second levels of the defense. Still, developing depth is always a point of emphasis, and Alabama has quality depth behind its veterans. And as we know, injuries are a part of the game. Injuries happen. It is what it is, homie. Period. You know? But at the end of the day, very excited about this secondary group. Safeties and all that. See that? Let me see where we at here, man. 1 second. They talking about Ty Simpson here. Talking about his weight, bro. What about his weight? We got here, bro. For real, you know what I mean? Heavy. See what's up here, man. What led Alabama QB Ty Simpson to lose weight late in 25 season? What the hell he was trying to lose weight for, though? You know, period. 1 second, man. What the hell this about here around yonder, man? For real. Alabama quarterback Ty Simpson will throw at the 26th NFL Scouting Combine in Indianapolis this week. The Crimson Tide captain, who many believe is the consensus number 2 quarterback in this year's draft behind expected top pick Fernando Mendoza, has a real opportunity to solidify his status this week as a first-round draft pick. NFL Network insider Tom Pelissero said. But Simpson is also out to prove that he's healthy. Now, we know Simpson, especially during the end of the season, It was a lot of chatter, a lot of rumors and speculations. Oh, Simpson's hurt. Something's wrong with him. They never said it. Bama never said it or confirmed it. So it was all he say, she say. Was he hurt, homie? I mean, was he banged up? Whatever. I mean, everybody's banged up at the end of the year, right? Right. So I ain't gonna sit here and say, oh, Simpson was hurt. That's why he played bad at times. No. I mean, didn't nobody say it at all. But Simpson is also out to prove that he's healthy, according to Pelissero. Simpson lost weight at the end of the 25 season, but is now back up double digit pounds ahead of the combine. Props up, big ups to him for putting that weight back on. I don't know why the hell he lost so much anyway, period. Now for Simpson, the knocks on him are going to be he was only a 1 year starter. Pelissero told Good Morning Football. The numbers tallied, the numbers tailed off later in the season. He doesn't necessarily have the biggest frame, but consider some of the an- ancillary factors, even setting aside the protection issues that Bama had. Big facts, no cap. Some of the drops by the wide receivers. He also was dealing with a severe case of gastritis toward the tail end of the season. Well, damn, the hell was weighing in the 190s by the time they got to the Rose Bowl. I'm told he's now back up to 215. He is going to look the part. So that's good for him. But damn, he kept that on the low for real. During the 25 season, Simpson threw for 3,567 yards, 28 touchdowns, and 5 interceptions on 305 of 473 passing attempts, 64.5 percentage. He finished second among SEC quarterbacks in both passing yards and passing touchdowns. Simpson also added 93 rushing yards and 2 touchdowns on the ground on 90 carries. He averaged 6 rushing attempts per game this season. Setbacks seem to stack up for Simpson at the end of his first and only year as the Alabama starting quarterback. He could not finish the Crimson Tide's Rose Bowl, lost to Indiana because of a cracked rib he suffered during the game, and that was self-inflicted, period. If he gets down and doesn't try to get the extra yardage after getting the first down, he doesn't get hurt. First of all, he doesn't fumble, and Bama probably scores 3 or a touchdown before the half. Period, homie, for real. That was a bad decision by him. Get your ass down on the ground, Ty Simpson. Period, my dog, for real. Roll Tide. Nearly 2 months removed from the final game of his college career, Simpson is out to prove why he deserves to be drafted on day one. The Raiders are expected to select Mendoza at number 1, but where might Simpson land? All the scouts I've talked to have said in this type of session, Ty Simpson really should stand out and be able to help himself, Pelissero said. I mean, well, yeah, that's what the combine is for. Simpson could go to the combine and really outperform everybody. He could really make his draft stock rise, or he could perform piss poor or not up to par, and that bitch a drop. The biggest thing for him, what type of organization does he go to? Does he go to a really good team already, or a team that's good where you can just sit and learn the game, take everything in, right? Learn from a true vet? That would be ideal for him. But if he goes somewhere where they're going to try to push him and get him ready early, dog, and force him in the game too soon, right? That could be a catastrophe as well. But I wish Ty Simpson the best, bro, for real. But it's all going to depend on which team drafts him. All the scouts I've talked to have said in this type of session, Ty Simpson really should stand out and be able to help himself, Pelissero said. Who exactly is going to take him in round 1? Probably no one. Remember, there's a couple of teams with multiple first-round draft picks. The Jets are one. The Rams, even with Matthew Stafford, are one. True. But needing a long-term plan, those are a couple of the teams that potentially could be of interest, not just in the first round, but in the top half of the first round. The 2026 NFL Combine will take place from February 22nd through March 2nd, but on the field drills are scheduled for February 26th through March 1st. Simpson will throw on Saturday, February 28th. Oh, bro, I gotta be live and direct, tapped and tuned in. Roll Tide, heavy, man. Shout out Todd Simpson, man, for real though. And that's pretty much it for the live, man. I'm finna rock and roll and get up out of here. Shout out all my dogs, my Levy dogs in the chat. Make sure y'all come back and rock and roll with me and tune in with me and lock in with me on Thursday for the next Bama Live. Hey, this is the state of Bama, bro, for real. This is the state of Alabama football, bro, period. The question is which direction will they go in or continue to go in? Is K-Dog, is K-Dog ready? What is he doing behind the scenes? We see the direction they're going in recruiting, which they're in the positive, a good place. But now the development comes in, homie. Now it's time to get down to the nitty gritty. Spring ball right around the corner. So it's finna get real dirty, dog. You hear me? No cap. Now, I understand they brothers. It's a brotherhood, all that. But at the end of the day, right, bro? Boom. This is a competition. Man sharpen man, iron sharpen iron. But may the best man win. And always got to take it back. Always got to take it back to Nick Saban. What Nick Saban said? Hey, he like to let the players decide, players choose. Right? He call out for the ones. The players run out who the ones. The players know who the ones are, period. So if I'm K-Dog, I'm kind of taking that Nick Saban route as far as determining my ones and my twos and my threes. Because at the end of the day, absolutely correct, bro. The players going to decide who the best men on the field are. Yeah, man, for real. But I'm excited for the battles, QB battles, offensive line battles, a lot of new names up front, defensive line battles, new names in there as well. Cornerback secondary battles, bro, period. I'm excited about some of the young guys in the building. But spring ball, this spring, you want to be really locked in because it's really about to go down in T-Town. You hear me? I repeat, bro, it's about to go down in T-Town. Roll Tide, man. Keelan Russell, Austin Mack, who gonna win that battle, that war? Two talented, very talented quarterbacks. Yeah, bro, for real. But at the end of the day, hey, it's gonna be a real war. Heavy. Especially when the pads come on. Oh yeah, when the pads come on, them boys hitting. We're gonna see who the head busters is, who the head busters ain't. That's what it's about, bro. This is Bama football at its finest. Kalen DeBoer, K-Dog, entering year 3. I repeat, year 3. It's officially his team now. No more Nick Saban this, no more Nick Saban that. No. This is K-Dog's team, bro, for real. We're going to see how it shake out. We're going to see how it pan out. But I'm very excited about this team, bro, for real. 26, they could do great things. Matter of fact, man, let's get to the hour mark, man. Why not? You know what I mean? Why not? About 5 minutes left. You got any questions, comments, opinions? Put them in the chat, man. See what other news we got here for Bama, man. For real. Shit, 5 minutes left. Get to that hour mark. See what's up here, man. For real. Gonna add Georgia State to its future football schedule. Alabama has added a new non-conference opponent to its 28 football schedule. And I hope it's an easy game, bro. Period. Know what I mean? Heavy. Why make it hard for yourself? I mean, other schools in weak conferences or who play weak competition all year, they do it. Hell, why don't Bama do it? Shit, non-conference opponent, make them easy, make them light, make it a guaranteed victory. In my opinion, if you ask me, I don't care nothing about who they playing, bro. I don't care if every non-conference game is easy. Shit, every other team do it. Why make it hard on themselves? Period. Yeah, that's why I'm at with it for real. The Crimson Tide on Monday announced it will play Georgia State on Saturday, September 2nd, 2028. The matchup will mark Alabama's first game at Bryant-Denny Stadium that season. Yeah, Alabama now has 4 non-conference games for the 28 campaign. It has previously added Ohio State September 9th, UT Martin September 15th, and Oklahoma State September 23rd. I mean, shit, roll tide. Ohio State and Oklahoma State are tough enough as future opponents. But with the SEC now moving to 9 conference games beginning in 26, the Crimson Tide has 13 games for the 28 season. Meaning one of the matchups with Ohio State, UT Martin, and Oklahoma State will need to be canceled. Well, guess what? Let's cancel that Ohio State. I don't care what nobody want to see. I want the easiest schedule, easiest route as possible, homie, to that playoff bid. So guess what? Boom. If I'm Bama, this is what I'm doing right here. I'm canceling the Ohio State game. Get Ohio State up out of there, round yonder, homie. Yeah. We see him in the playoff. We see him in the playoff. I'm keeping UT Martin and I'm keeping Oklahoma State, period. And that's all that matters. Heavy. The hell they making it tough on themselves for. Alabama is set to play home and home series with Ohio State in 27 and 28, with Oklahoma State in 28 and 29. You know, period, man. Care nothing about what the fans want, what the people want. The 28 season will be the third time the Tide has played Georgia State, and Alabama holds a 2-0 record in the all-time series. UA last faced the Panthers during the 2013 season and won in Tuscaloosa 45-3. Yeah, keep it easy, keep it light. I repeat, keep it easy, keep it light, baby. Yeah, roll tide. Shit, it ain't gonna benefit them no way, right? The committee ain't gonna bless them no way, right? Yeah, the committee ain't gonna look out for them no way. They don't take strength of schedule into consideration, obviously, period. Even though they say they do, obviously they don't. Not with teams like James Madison and Tulane in the damn picture. How you got James Madison and Tulane in a playoff? You saw what happened to them. Got their ass spanked, smacked, wrecked. Huh? Yeah. I don't care nothing about none of that. For real, bro. Heavy. Roll Tide, full of pride. Roll Tide. Oh, man. The first time the two programs met on the gridiron was in 2010, once again at Bryant-Denny Stadium. And Alabama won that matchup in convincing fashion, 63-7. Put a foot in their ass. Period. Alabama's football current 2028 schedule is September 2nd, Georgia State, September 9th, Ohio State, September 16th, UT Martin, September 23rd at Oklahoma State, to be determined, Auburn, to be determined for all the rest of the games that year, where here or there, Bama or away, time, whatever, to be determined. Kentucky, LSU, Vanderbilt, at Georgia, at Mississippi State, damn, at South Carolina, damn, at Tennessee, at Texas A&M. What you telling me, man? Get Ohio State off the damn schedule, bro. Point blank, period, homie. Heavy. You telling me we got to play it Georgia, play it Mississippi State, play it South Carolina, homie, play at Tennessee, again, play at Texas A&M? And they talking about which game you going to drop? Shit, it's a no-brainer. Ohio State, bye-bye. See y'all later. I don't care nothing about no home game this, home game that. Man, I care about a dub. You hear me? A dub. Yeah. And guess what? That's what the committee care about too, homie. Who get that dub early? Roll Tide. You know what I'm saying? So guess what? Ohio State out of there, 28. You can go head to toe. Period. I'm trying to make the schedule easy as possible for Bama. I understand all the hype behind the game. Probably would be a great game, but hey, bro, you got to think about yourself. You got to think about the playoffs. You got to think about your rankings if you're Bama at this point, just like every other school does. Huh? I repeat, homie, just like every other damn school does. Yeah. But with that being said, bro, boom, I'm gonna get up out of here. Make sure you lock in with me next time, my Bama fans, my Levy dogs. Lock in with me on Thursday for my next Bama Live. Minnesota Vikings fans, see y'all tomorrow, man. SKOL Tide. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Share this with everybody you know. You know what it is, dog. Support the grind, support the channel. Big SKOL here. Roll Tide full of pride. Win, lose, or draw, but we come to win. Yeah, bro. Here we come. Roll Tide. Believe that. Yeah.